Hello everyone. Once again, welcome to my channel. I hope you all are happy and healthy. Today's topic is special education and support services. As you all know about the education. What is education? Education is the name of different activities which aims the development of inborn talent and qualities. Every child born with some inherited qualities and in few special cases born with some deficiency or disability. Except this, accident and disease also affect the ability of child. The children who born with some deficiencies like physical, motor or cognitive, their needs and abilities become special. It means different from a normal child. And there is a need to explore their abilities with the help of special educator or special education. So before starting the chapter, just take a look of the learning objectives. After watching this video, you will be able to explain the concepts of special education, inclusive education and support services. Describe the concept of disability and different types of disabilities in children. And explain the knowledge and skills required for a career in special education and allied support services. So what is special education? Every time you listen this word education, but today we will discuss the term special education. According to Mahatma Gandhi, education means all-round drawing out of the best in child and man, body, mind and spirit. As such, education becomes the basis of personality development in all dimensions, moral, mental and emotional. This is education. But here, what we will discuss? We will discuss about special education. So, special education is a term that refers to educational provisions for children with special needs emerging due to physical, mental and emotional challenges. Therefore, they have special educational needs. Thus, special education means specially designed instructions for children with above mentioned challenges in all settings such as classroom, home, workplace, public places, the street and the rehabilitation homes, etc. There are children who may have unusual difficulties in walking, playing, talking, seeing and hearing, or interacting with society, or in doing what one may consider usual. They are likely to have disabilities due to certain conditions such as hearing impairment, visual impairment or intellectual impairment. In order to learn, work and experience the world optimally, they have to try harder and people around them have to enable them in their endeavor. So just take a look on the major features of special education. Children's special educational needs may be abbreviated as SEN, are met through certain methodologies of special education. It is not segregated or exclusive education of students with disabilities. It is an approach that facilitates their learning and allow them to participate in different activities that they may have not had access to on account of their inability to go to school. It do not have to always study in a separate institution. In fact, most of them can learn quite well in general classes of a school. Clear? Every time a special educational school is not required for this type of children. Many of times they can learn in general classes or general schools. Some children who have severe difficulties due to nature of their disabilities may benefit greatly from being educated in a classroom prepared exclusively for them, as a smaller number of students are grouped together where the educator interact with the students on a one-to-one basis, and the educators who provide special education are called special educator. Special educator who teaches the special education to special child. Clear? Now, inclusive education, when children or a student with special educational needs study in general classroom with their peers. The arrangement is called inclusive education. Get it? What is the philosophy behind this? Students with diverse needs, it may be educational, physical, social, and emotional, are placed together in age-appropriate classes groups such that students can optimally achieve their learning potential. The school makes suitable adjustment and modifications in its curriculum, teaching methods, and physical setup to facilitate their education. There is a need to some modification or suitable adjustment in their curriculum and teaching methods, and also the physical setup of the school. There are several models in inclusive or special education. That is exclusive, inclusive, and integrated. These three are the model of inclusive education. What is exclusive education? Some schools impart their education exclusively to children with disabilities. Most such schools offer services to children with special disabilities, such as those with intellectual impairment, cerebral palsy, or visual impairment. These fall in the category of special schools programs and require the services of a special educator who are trained in working with children with those specific disabilities. Now, inclusive education means including children with disabilities in regular classroom. It is about all children learning together, even if they differ from each other in style and pace of learning. It benefits all students and is an education for all. And inclusive schools have within its premises facilities for children with SEN. All students are placed in regular classes. Keep in mind, when we are talking about inclusive education, but provide pedagogical support to the regular teachers is necessary. Next is integrated education. It emphasizes placement of children with disabilities in mainstream schools. The school system remains rigid. As a result, very few children with disabilities are able to cope up with the demands of the school. There are many general schools which are inclusive. This means the students with SEN are a part of the regular classes. The special educator then coordinate works with the regular teachers and provide extra inputs to the students in a resource room of the school. For special and inclusive education to be effective, certain support services should be available to the children as well as to the educator and children's parent. These may be located within the school or in the community, accessible to the family. These are resources material for a student with SEN educator, transportation for the students, speech therapy, physical and occupational therapy, counseling for children, parents and educators, and medical services. These are the special support services required for inclusive education. In order to specialize in the field of speech therapy and physical and occupational therapy, higher qualifications and training are to be acquired. Clear? Not every teacher can give the speech therapy and physical and occupational therapy. Special training and qualification is required for this. What is the basic concept behind this? As the education of children with disabilities as our school system is not quite equipped to provide educations to children with disabilities. One of the primary reasons is that during their training, the general education teachers may have not been oriented adequately to special methods that are required to work with the students who have different kind of needs. In an inclusive classroom, all teachers have to be sensitive to students with SEN. Just take an example. When a child has intellectual disabilities, The educator must know how to break up the lessons into interesting and small units and to work slowly and patiently with the child. Slightly different skills are required to teach a child with the deafness or one who is blind. While all teachers can acquire some of the skills, special educators receive specific training in such methods. It must be quite clear that special education methods help children with disabilities acquire as much knowledge as they can so that their growth and development are supported to their full potential. So here one word is used, that is disability. Children who born with disability. What is disability? According to WHO, World Health Organization, disability is an umbrella term that covers impairments, limitations in activity, and restrictions in participations. In academic terms, they are referred to as children with disabilities. In the public domain, they are sometimes referred to as being challenged or differently abled. Clear? There is different type of disabilities. So what is the classification of disabilities? It is different type, that is intellectual impairment, limitations in intellectual functioning and adaptive skills, visual impairment, who have low vision and total blindness, hearing impairment, it may be partial hearing loss or deafness, cerebral palsy, difficulties of movement, posture, speech and hand function, autism, disability affecting communication, social interaction and play behavior, locomotor disabilities, difficulties in locomotion due to damage to bones, joint and muscles, and learning difficulties or learning disabilities, difficulties in reading, writing and arithmetic. So these are the different type of disabilities. What are the causes of disabilities? There are basically three main causes of disabilities. That is factors that affect before birth, both genetic and non-genetic. Factors that affect the child at birth or soon after birth. And factors that impinge on the child during development period. So basically, there are three causes of disabilities. What is this? Just take a look. Factors that affect before birth. It may be variety of environmental injuries such as infection, radiation and drug exposure during pregnancy, deficiency of nutrients during pregnancy, for example, iodine deficiency or zinc deficiency. It may be caused by some accidental defect during pregnancy, and genetic and chromosomal conditions such as Down syndrome and Fragile X syndrome. Factors that affect soon after birth may be complications during the birth due to lack of oxygen at the time of delivery, injury during C-section by surgical equipment, exposure of mother or child to high level of environmental toxins such as lead, and factor that impinge on the child during development period is accident, lack of immunization, hypothyroidism, and trace elements deficiency. So these are the main causes of deficiency in a child. So for special education, there are some special education methods. These specific methods and procedures in special education that enable the special educator to teach children with SEN systematically. So what are these methods? Just take a look. First, an assessment of the child or student's level in different areas of development and learning is undertaken. For example, areas of cognitive development, concepts in math, language development, or social skills. An individual education program is developed for each student that is used to guide work with students. Regular evaluation of the IEP is undertaken to determine whether learning and development goals are being met and to check the students' progress. Where IEP means individualized education program. All along, access and use of support services, for example, speech therapy, counseling, are facilitated so that special education has the desirable effect on the students. Clear? So now come what knowledge and skills are required for a special educator. It is important for a person interested in the following this profession to have an aptitude for it and the willingness to learn. Let us see what kind of knowledge and skills are required of personnel in special education. These are developing sensibility, understanding one's own beliefs and attitudes towards disability. In inclusion with this, developing sensibilities, knowledge about disabilities, interpersonal skills, and pedagogical skills. These skills are required. So let's discuss with these. Understanding one's own beliefs and abilities to disability. Most of us construct our beliefs about social phenomena such as gender and social classes based on our own experience as well as the beliefs of other significant people who influence us, such as our parents. Hence, it is important to reflect and become aware how one views children with disabilities. Does one have a stereotyped view that they are less able and hence not qualified for equal rights? If we understand our own, it becomes easier to modify them and develop positive attitude. Training in special education helps to understand children's needs, overcoming and prevailing myths and social stigmas related to their disabilities and developing positive attitude toward them. In this, an educator must have sensibilities, developing sensibilities. If an overweight person is always referred to by others as fat, the remark would fall in the category of being insensitive, as he or she felt hurt. It labeled him, her in an unfair manner. So, special educators are expected to develop sensibility and language that convey respect for them as children first, working children, and communicating hope to them and their parents. An attitude of disregard or mere sympathy and charity towards persons with disabilities or special needs convey insensitivity and lack of respect for them. Many times we sympathize with that person who is specially able. There is no need of that kind of sympathy. Knowledge about disability. A teacher or person who want to enter in this field have knowledge about the disabilities, since the special educators focus in their work in children with SEN. So they must have thorough knowledge about the nature of disabilities in development characteristics of children with these disabilities and what associated difficulties or disorders may be present that need attention. For example, if a child is a disability of cerebral palsy may also have some degree of intellectual impairment and yet may be capable of doing many things. Next is interpersonal skills. Pupils who are good communicators make effective special educator. However, with training, one can acquire communication skills, as these would be required to work with children individually as well as in groups. Next is pedagogical skills. Here, the special educator would be required to know the art and science of teaching students, termed pedagogy. Pedagogy. This means to be able to teach a particular subject such as science, social science, or math. The educator must know how to break up and simplify the concepts and lessons so that the learner can grasp the principles as well as the meaning. So basically, simplify the concepts, simplify the formulas for these kind of children. So what abilities needed to be a special educator? That is understanding teaching methods for those with disabilities, talk easily with others, be sensitive to the needs of special students, motivate students, be emotionally stable and mature. Last but not least, understand and accept the difference in others. So I hope knowledge and skill, what kind of knowledge and skill is required for a special educator, you may be understand. Now, when you are preparing for a career in special education, the need for special educators and other personnel in educational programs has been increasing over time. More so after the Persons with Disabilities, that is PWD Act 1995 was passed. Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan has a provision for 8 years of education for all children, including those with disabilities. In view of the demand for such specialized personnel in large numbers, a career in special education appears to be attractive. In India, all forms of training for professional and personnel who work in areas related to disabilities are regulated by RCI, Rehabilitation Councils of India. This autonomous body facilitates special education training through several approved institutions in package of certificate, diploma and degree level courses. Thus, it is possible to be in the field of special education with different level of training. So just take a look on the current courses and pre-services training. These are certificate courses in early childhood, special education enabling inclusion from Indira Gandhi National Open University, that is IGNOU, which qualify the candidates to be an early childhood special inclusive educator. Next is bachelor degree in special education after any graduate degree qualification. A candidate to be an educator in special or inclusive education. Such a degree is offered by conventional universities and educational universities such as IGNOU, as well as by the National Institute of Mentally Handicapped. Those who have master's degree in fields such as child development, human development, psychology or social work can enter special education by doing any of the RCI recognized certificate, diploma or degree courses which may have an entry qualification lower than post graduation. These provide recognition as a special educator. Or a master's degree in disabilities studies prepared one for larger role in the field of disabilities such as teaching at the university level, research, planning of programs and setting up one's own organization. Many departments of child development or human development under the Faculty of Home Science at various universities offer courses related to childhood disabilities, postgraduate studies that include the study of children with disability in theory and practicum prepare of students quite adequately to work in educational institute in various capabilities. So these are the current courses and pre-service training courses by RCI. Now, what are the career opportunities in a special education field? Early childhood special educator, after completing any degree and diploma program, you may become a special educator, organize or conduct own enterprises, head of the school education programs at a school, manager of special schools, or special educator and master trainer in NGO that follows SSA guidelines to need qualified special educator. So these are the career opportunities in the field of special education. This chapter is completed. There is some review question for you. Just write down. What do you understand the term special education? Why is a teacher referred to as a special educator? How will you explain the term inclusive education? Question number 3. Describe the different models of inclusive education. Next is name of support services that enable quality special education of children. 5th, define the term disabilities. How are childhood disabilities classified? Next, what type of knowledge and skills are required to be a special educator? And last, if someone needs guidance on entering the field of special education, what would be your advice to them? So I hope you understand all about the special education and support services. This is all for today. I hope you like my video. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe, like and share my channel, and don't forget to press bell button for further updates. Thank you so much.